I'll take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Unef's fighters from Frostveller leap into action, cutting people down. As Oddleif turns to fire on the men, Unef runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Egil in the throat before the boy can grab his shield. Unef heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Egil and Oddleif are dead. Somehow, you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Unef clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Iver steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. Oh no, they took Alette and killed Oddleif? No. They are gonna pay. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Come on, where do we start? Let's get up there and block them a bit. I can't even think now. I'm too... Okay, let's try battering ram. I'm so mad. So mad. Oh no, you're not touching him. No, you're not. Kill him. Just kill him. Get him. Chop him into pieces, okay? Come on. Good frickin' night. I want to kill that Unef. I really do. Okay, maybe I'm gonna move up there and... Oh no. Oh, and hi guys, welcome back to the Banner Saga. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. He can't reach us by now. For now, so... what can you do, honestly? Use some lightning on him. That's gonna help a bit. Yeah. Now. Yeah, I'm not too worried about this guy, but... Go get her. Yeah, you can turn and be worried. You look like it. Good night. Oh, there's one more. So... Need... What can you do? Follow up. Well, no, I'm just gonna shoot. Now, let's see. Tempest. Oh, he's hurting. Yeah. I can't think straight. I'm too worried about old life. There we go. Come on, Rook. Get him. Kill! Of course. Of course. Ugh. Can you get him, please? 40%. Yeah. Now, Ned, you can take him, right? Please don't miss. She's gonna miss. Yep. Of course she is. Evil. Go smash him into pieces, please. There we go. Now, where's the other people? Where's Alette? Shouts Eva, tearing through the nearest bandit. But you're already hobbling into the deep woods, where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. Yeah, I don't have time to answer. Sorry, Eva. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost the tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against the tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Oh no. No. She's not dead. Beside her is the body of Unef, an arrow buried in his right eye, as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction, and then at Unef. I killed him, she says. Good for you, Alette. Alette, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Unef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Yes, we know that. Dad, your chest. You're bleeding. Suddenly, she is at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where is my needle? Odd life. Anyone. Evert, I found them. Just as your sight goes black, you see Eivind, Evert and Alette standing over you. He's going to make it? Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally, a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Odd life? It's a good thing Eivind was here. She's going to pull through, though it was a nasty wound. We managed to kill most of those traitors, sons of bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. Of course they did. Bastards. There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Eivind. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Eivind frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Unef do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. Right. I think he had been planning this all along. I think that much is clear. Yeah. Ekil killed a good half-dozen of Unef's men by himself. He told me Unef was running Frostvelir the whole time. Really? So yeah, I didn't see that one coming. He left Frostvelir behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Ekil was always just a barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Unef went after those of us from Skogir. Why? He must have thought, with us gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. So we're gonna be suspicious from now on? When are we gonna start trusting people then? After years of having them in our company? When? We have to be more careful, right? But we're not like him. Where do you draw the line even? I don't know, Doc. I really don't. None of this changes the fact that BioWare is out there somewhere, following us. The swamp around Sigurholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ever's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Where's Oddlife? She's not dead. Oh, good. Let's talk with Ekil and then Oddlife, because I don't want bad news. Look who it is, still not dead. How are things, Rook? Well, painful. I can never guess with you, Ekil. I heard you helped drive off the Traitors when Unef attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? I thought I was. Yeah. I guess we could use a good fighter. He shouldn't be a prisoner anymore, I think. Could have killed a lot more of them without my hands bound, if that's what you mean. Yep, that's what I mean. So, look, I don't have to be a prisoner anymore. So you're going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything? When you put it that way, that doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. I'm not gonna ask him why he didn't warn us. Why did you stick with him? If you knew about his personality? I don't know, Duck. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. Oh, I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. Really? Your buddy with a cold-blooded killer? I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into overtime. He never cared, and I gave up and did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostville, guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea. Alright, so if you knew this, why didn't you warn us? We wouldn't believe you, is that it? Didn't I? Oh, you did? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? Did you? What do you want me to say? Watch out. Unef's going to murder your whole family. Did you know that? He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. I don't think I gave him a chance to do that. I need to get going. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. You shake your head as Ekil steps away from camp. Yeah, go piss. Alright. How's Oddlife doing? Please, she needs to be okay. She desperately needs to be okay. How is the wound? You notice Oddlife wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure, well, I'm really glad you would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Without Ivan, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches, like you wouldn't believe though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. Yeah. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about though. I'm glad to have Alette around. And you, Rook. Aw. So, what do you think about the caravan? Just because I don't want to get personal. You mean, should we start kicking people out? Is that what I mean? That's a tough one. Usually, I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Oddleif thinks for a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Yeah, just make sure nothing happens to Alette. I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. Oh. Aw. Yeah. She's not a bad choice for a romantic interest, I would say. She's a tough one. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Well, let's rest up and heal up. And then I guess we head out. I am, for once, gonna check the map. Yep, I keep forgetting, and I got a gentle reminder as well, so I have looked at it a couple of times, I just haven't included it in my Let's Play. We came from over there, Strand, and then we're headed for Boersgard. We've been up at Grofheim, Wormtow, Einartoft, and now we're at Reinvik. Or Reinivik. Yeah, so this is a big city. There's a lot of area we haven't seen yet, so I'm wondering about that. Okay, it's started to snow again. Of course it has. I still wonder about that eternal day though. Did the planet stop spinning? You notice most of the Val pacing while others sleep. Their brief conversations with each other and other clansmen grow shorter and sharper. Go away, roars one Val at a young girl asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. Let's see. I think let's try some humor and try and break the tension by making a joke. I think that's a good idea. Couldn't hurt, right? I think you just ruined her dream of marrying a Varl boy, you say, timing your smile just just right. The giant grins, then throws back his head with booming laughter. Other Varl join in the mirth, and the caravan feels a bit uplifted for it. The giant explains, "We live in the north for its space, endless miles of snow, ice, mountains, fields, space to be alone. But here there is no time for such things." Understanding slowly trickles through the caravan, relieving some of the tension. Oh, good. So that was the right choice. Hopefully, he willingly shared. A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere and quickly thickens until you are unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates, and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. Oh no! It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing clansmen. Oh no! How are we going to find them in a blizzard? Make a bonfire? Hope they will see it. Collect what you can for burning, you shout to everyone. We'll wait for the lost to find our beacon. Unfortunately, there is no significant amount of dry wood, and attempts to get a fire going are unsuccessful. Eventually, you realize that nobody else is coming and return to the trail. No, we couldn't light a fire? They're gonna head for... If we had been waiting up here, they would find us, right? They know where we're headed, I hope. And the blizzard's not gonna last forever. So yeah, look at the men, half the size of the Varl. They haven't once called them human, that's why I call them men. I know there are women there as well, but it doesn't bother me. The imposing godstone of Björulf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forests and open fields. Hogan pulls you aside to show you some red berries growing on an ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. "These shouldn't be growing here," he says excitedly. "I haven't seen these in a long time." He and Mogan busily go about collecting the berries. In fact, in honor of Björulf, some of the caravan crack cakes of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. "To the only god that matters," they shout. Everyone drinks, and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. I want to inspect the godstone, but... What exactly are these, you ask Hogan? When I would travel to Boersgard with my father, sometimes he'd buy us a few of these, Hogan replies. Couldn't be a luckier find, see for yourself. You try one, and can feel energy returning to your tired limbs. Not taking a few more would be a wasted opportunity, you figure. Yeah, let's grab some. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Björulf's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the spectre of bad fortune, you think to yourself. Good, for once. And I'll see you next time. Take care, and thanks for watching.